This is an ideal month for you to restructure and examine your belief system to create a more fun and magical life. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to Zero's Journey, where we navigate with curiosity, courage, compassion, and creativity to get wherever we want to go. So I start all of my monthly readings with a North Star for each sign. And this month for you, Cancer, your North Star is the Magi. So this is where you want to move toward, no matter where you find yourself this month, no matter what situation, what you may be faced with. The North Star that I'm given from Spirit is something that it will always benefit you to orient yourself toward, okay? No matter how lost you may feel. The Magi, think of the magician, someone who recognizes all of the possibilities and is therefore able to choose the most beneficial, the most magical one. So I opened this reading with, it's time to examine the infrastructure that your beliefs create for you. What does that mean? If you were a doll with a pull string, Cancer, and you had 3 catchphrases, what would they be? What do you find yourself saying or thinking every day, maybe even multiple times a day? Different for different people. Pull the string. I'm so lucky. Pull the string. This always happens to me. Pull the string. It wasn't meant to be. Pull the string. I'm great at this. Like, what are your catchphrases? And be honest with yourself. No blame, no shame, no judgment. We don't do that here. And that would be the opposite of the point, especially for you this month, Cancer. Knowing what you believe, I'm bad with money. I'll never know how to do that, or I don't know, or whatever. Whatever your belief system is, it's yours. And that means that you are allowed to change it. You're allowed to interrogate it. You're allowed to wonder if it's true. And maybe it was once upon a time, and maybe now it's different. Maybe you have evolved. Maybe you have acquired and integrated new information and experience that changes the true nature of your reality. But, you know, beliefs are like lenses. We can put them on and they can either bring things into focus or they can hugely distort what's going on right in front of us. And Cancer, Spirit is giving me the specific example of, you know, we can be in a relationship, and this could go either way. Let's be very real. The example that Spirit is giving me is you can be in a great relationship, a romantic partnership, right? As the sirens go by. Okay, we're just gonna let that happen. This is what comes along with being a reader in Austin, Texas. Can't get rid of those city sounds. Thank you for bearing with me, Cancer. Okay, all right, so the example that Spirit was giving me is you can be in a relationship with a great person, wonderful partner, supportive, effusive, present. If you have had a great deal of traumatic, bad, sad experiences in relationship, the lens through which you are looking at your partner and your partnership can really distort what's happening, and you can see things that aren't there, right? And like Spirit said, it could go both ways. We can be in a relationship. We've all had a friend, right? That's with somebody that it's just like, why? But why though? And I'm not, again, no blame, no shame, no judgment. Why is the best question. Yeah, like why? What do they do for me? What do they not do for me? Spirit is now bringing in anybody that we spend a lot of time with or find ourselves encountering over and over again. There's a lesson there. You know, some of us confuse that with, oh my God, he's my twin flame. They're my twin flame. They are definitely something. You are meant to see something in them, through the lens of being around them. It shines onto something in you. Oh, I consistently let this person cross my boundaries because I'm not really aware of what my boundaries are until I feel upset. Do you know what I'm saying, Cancer? Get acquainted with yourself. Get acquainted with what you have set up as the rules of yourself and your life, and know that as the Magi, you have the right and the ability, the power to change them, the power to polish them, refine them. Perhaps some of them are just a little in need of maintenance. Some of your beliefs are great and they just need to be redirected, or the lens needs to be wiped off. It's gotten maybe a little dirty with some negative experiences or impressions, and it needs to be cleansed so that you can see things for what they really are. That is your duty this month, okay? See the way that you see yourself, the way that you... I'm going to shuffle this back in, Cancer. But Spirit's like, you need to see the way that you see yourself. There's some revelations to be had around your blind spots, is what Spirit is saying with that card. And if it pops up again, Cancer, then that is Spirit doubling down, okay? All right, so now, after that lengthy introduction, now let's get into the story of November for you. Keeping in mind that North Star of the Magi. Spirit, please reveal the story for Cancer this month. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, the types of energies that are going to be available to them or around them. Helpful energies, challenging energies. Spirit, we want the truth for the highest good of all Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks in November. What do they need to know for their highest good? To have the most joyful, peaceful, abundant, revelatory, honest month possible. Wow. Okay. That's pretty fucking honest. We'll see. I promise to reveal everything. Okay, Spirit, what does Cancer need to know for their highest good in November? Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Perfect. Okay. Spirit always knows. Woo-hoo! Examine those beliefs, Cancer. Beautiful. Examine those beliefs so you can make some changes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. Yup. Wow. Okay. Stand up for yourself. That's what I'm hearing loud and clear. We're going to come over to the key position in your reading, Cancer, because that is where Spirit is asking me to go first. 7 of Wands. What are your boundaries? What are your needs? What's non-negotiable for you? It's time to stand up for yourself. And I'm hearing a couple different things for different Cancers, because of course these are general readings, Cancer. If you ever want a personal one, there's ways to do that in the box below. So Spirit is giving me a couple of things. They're saying for some of you, this is like in your relationships, in your life, stand up for yourself. If you identify as like, I'm a doormat, or like if you have a little bit of and listen, I'm a Moon and Cancer person, so none of this is said from a high horse. If you suffer from a little bit of a victim complex, a little bit of a martyrdom complex, like, oh, I always give away everything and everybody's fine, but nobody asks how I'm doing. If you have some of that, that's one of those beliefs that needs to be interrogated and restructured. Like, well, damn, and Cancer, I understand, like, again, speaking as and to one of the most sensitive, sentimental, feeling-centered signs in the zodiac. I'm not trying to say that, oh, stop being a victim. Oh, stop being a martyr. That's not what I'm trying to say. I know that both of those things come from you wanting to be a good person. You know what I mean? And that's the beautiful side. The shadow side is, if I sacrifice everything that I possibly want and need, and this person is happy, this partner or this whoever is happy, or all of these people, my family or whatever, are happy, then I'm a good person. And Spirit did not put anybody on this earth to suffer and go without so that other people could have. That's not how this shit is supposed to work. So you are doing yourself and the other people in this equation a disservice if you are refusing to ask for the help that you want, or the support that you need, or the affection that you desire, or whatever it is, Cancer. And for some of you, this is, hey, throw your hat in the ring. Hey, that talent that you have, that thing that you want to do, bring out the fire. Let's do this. Go up against these people. Who cares if not everybody sees it your way? And I don't mean to say who cares. Examine your beliefs. Why do you care? Whom should you care about their opinion? Who is deserving of your actual, like, oh man, are they going to be okay with this? Are some of these people that you're worried about offending exactly the type of people that you want to, like, kind of affront and offend and light up? That's what Spirit is saying. So some of you you're on a mission, creatively, or as an activist, or an influencer even, you know, whether you consider yourself to be such a thing, or if it's just like that's a consequence of sharing your beliefs and people really listening to what you have to say, is like, oh, I end up having some influence on people. It's a good month to let go. Let go. It's Scorpio season, right, Cancer? It's composting season. It's death and regeneration season. It's sex, death, and power season. That is Scorpio energy. And you are going through an ego death this month. The Tower sits in the position of where you find yourself. And I get it, Cancer. That's a card none of us wants to get. Nobody does, right? Nobody wants to see this shit on the table or in their life, being thrown out of something, being thrown into something, having something dissolve right in front of you. But Cancer, you are not by any means going to be alone, going to be abandoned. 10 of Cups is crowning your reading. You have a lot of people around you who love you. Community, family, whether chosen or biological, friends. You have all the love around you. When I say that, like, nobody wants to get the Tower, everybody wants to get the 10 of Cups. Everybody wants to see the 10 of Cups because it's like, here's the love of my life, and here are my beautiful family, my beautiful children, my beautiful friends, etc. It's a wonderful card indicating that you have a lot of support around you, okay? So now let's come to the center. 5 of Pentacles. This is where Spirit was talking about, okay, do you have a little bit of maybe victim complex, a little bit of martyr tendencies? We're not here to shame you. We're not here to make you feel bad about it. That would not be the point. The point would be to say, are there ways in which you might be refusing to notice the help that is available to you? No blame, no shame, no judgment. I feel like I really need to, like, drill that in, Cancer, because this is not, Spirit telling you this is like, we want to set you free. We want to, like, cut loose some bonds and some things that are holding you back from having everything that you want. 10 of Cups, it's all available. So let's have it. Let's have it. And to have it, we need more of your fire to come out. Like, you're a water sign, right? Well, we need more of your fire. 7 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Wands in your future. We want your fire, your creativity, your activism, your passion. Whatever your passion is, we want to bring it forward. And we want you to feel right and full and entitled even to bring your fire into the world, okay? So let's look at this for a second. 5 of Pentacles is a card of poverty, financial, spiritual, or emotional. These are general readings, Cancer, and these cards are never meant to put fear into you, especially with the 5 of Pentacles. It's like, this isn't a surprise. This isn't something to, like, worry about in the future. This is something that is here. There is a presence of some kind of woe is me energy, some I'm all alone in the world, I'm tromping through the snow, I need help but no one will help me energy. And this card, I mean, if you look above them, there's a sanctuary here. In the classic version of the card, it's a church, right? And we can have a whole conversation about, you know, what church does and doesn't actually do for people, but theoretically, a church is a place of sanctuary. So the symbolism in the card indicates, again, there are people around you that love you, that care about you, that want you to be happy, that want to support you. And it's not an original observation, Cancer, but anybody who, you know, has been kind of like sucking you dry of whatever resources, your time, your energy, your love, whatever, and hasn't been giving back to you. If there's somebody who's like that, who you've been asking for help or wanting help and they are not giving it back to you, you are not the problem, as long as you're making yourself clear. Now, if you're keeping that shit to yourself and you're swallowing it and you're martyring yourself on the altar of this other person liking you or whatever, or not creating conflict or whatever, it's not going to work. It's not a long-term solution. This is what Spirit is saying. One way or another, this is going to happen. So when they say one way or the other, one way is you have an ego death this month. You do the Scorpio season thing of like, damn, I've kind of have built part of my identity on I'm the one who always does for others. And actually, when I think about it, that's not an identity. You know what I'm saying? Dissolve, crumble, tower moment, ego death, identity shift. Like, oh, I cannot think that way anymore. I simply can't. That bell has been rung and I can't unring it. Or, alternatively, you can choose, because your free will is everything. You know, that's the gift of being human, is we are allowed to receive wisdom and then do what we want to with it, or not. You can choose to keep doing things the same way you've been doing them, to go without, to suffer in silence. These are the things that Spirit is saying. And then this is, oh my God, I gave up everything and did everything for this person or this organization or this job, and they still fired me, dumped me, fucked me over, forgot our anniversary, whatever. Like, so you can take the tower into your hands and you can choose to dissolve and to compost the things that want to go, or you can be faced with them by surprise, which is what the tower does. You know what I'm saying? So I would ask you, that's the benefit of getting a reading, is, okay, well, shit, that, you know, I'm hearing there might be some tower energy floating around in my life. Let me go ahead and be proactive and go, what has felt like it's on shaky ground? Is it my relationship or my job or like my sense of like self, or like maybe I've been really needing a day off and I've been putting it off, and I can feel myself, you know, the rope is fraying, you know, I'm coming to the end of it, that kind of thing. Don't let yourself get, you know, snap by surprise. Look at the places that are fraying and either cut them free, or if they need to be strengthened, if they need to be fortified, then do that. There's a lot of love. 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, partnership, romance. And then you also have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is crossing your reading. So here you have the 5 of Pentacles at the center, crossed by the Ace of Cups. So Spirit is doubling down on this message of there is so much love and welcome and forgiveness and thawing available to you. We do not need to be treading through the snow. We can thaw and flow. Share your feelings. Share your feelings and your needs. Bring things into balance. The foundation of your reading, the sort of hidden aspect, 2 of Pentacles. And 2 of Pentacles indicates a couple things. When it comes to money, you may not have a lot this month, but if you play with it right, if you use it correctly, if you shift it in the right ways, you're going to be okay. But I do feel, Cancer, that a lot of you are wanting and needing more security. Your creativity is one way to get that. It's like opening up a new avenue for income to come through, okay? You know, you have the Ace of Cups crossing your reading, and then you have the Ace of Wands in your future. Refreshing new energy, which is always what is allowed to come in when we go ahead and let go of things, people, beliefs, etc. that hem us in, hold us back, keep us locked in like a tower of our own making. I can't ask for help, because then not asking for help is the only thing I have. My whole identity is I don't ask for help. I'm the one who does. You know, Cancer is like the sign of the mother. So if you are like, I don't know about this energy, what do you mean? Think about classic mother energy. Like, I do everything for my kids. I would die for my kids. I would kill for my kids. Mom eats last. That kind of stuff is like, she takes care of everything. She suffers in silence. She does everything with a smile, and nobody even notices until it's like, Mom, where are my clothes? Or Mom, like, you didn't make dinner. If you have any of that energy, whether as a mom or not, Your sovereignty, your fullness is needed. The potential for this month, the world, literally the ultimate card in the tarot. It's recognition, it's revelation, it's a bird's eye view of your life, like, oh my God, I totally get it. I totally get it. And what Spirit is saying is sometimes a tower has to crumble so that that fucking big old crown, that all that weight and power we gave to a false belief, a false identity, gotta rip the top of our head off so we can actually get out of ourselves and see things for what is really there. And I'm curious if any of you Cancer might have Aries placements. Let me know in the comments if you do, and you might also want to go check out the Aries video because I'm seeing some synchronicity, some similarities. So both readings might weave some things together for you if you have any Cancer placements. This feels like a month where the cardinal signs in general are being asked to question the way that they've been doing things and to make some beautiful adjustments. And just to add, because I know, Cancer, that it can be hard to hear all of this, like, hey, stand up for yourself, and hey, don't like hide your light under a bushel, and hey, like, you know, you need to ask for help, etc. Help is so available. Help and love and community and sharing, all available to you. And, you know, you would be, again, I'll say, you would be doing both or all of the people in this situation a disservice to continue to go without what you need. Asking for what you want is going to create the conditions for what you want to actually happen. And for you to understand the ways that you've maybe gotten in your own way, not so that you can blame, shame, and judge yourself, but so that you can do things differently, so that you can start saying, like, hey, I really need you to please wash your dish after you're done with it. Like, I'm really tired tonight. I don't want to do the dishes. You're not going to ruin anyone's life. And if you ruin their life and they're sulky and they're bitchy about it, again, that is data. That is data about the nature and the balance of your relationships, right? And then we can make some decisions based on new data, based on, hey, I stand up for myself nowadays. I carry proudly what it is I want and I need and I do. And I ask for what I want. Ask for what you want, Cancer. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you for listening, Cancer. If you want to keep hanging out, if you want to hang out and chat, or if you want to support the channel and get free readings, monthly call-in show, cool stuff, or if you want to book a personal reading, all the ways to do all the things is in the little box below. I really hope that this reading is helpful, Cancer. And if I don't see you in a vlog before then I hope I will see you in your December reading. Bye, Cancer.